Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Golden Opportunities Coaching YouTube channel. Welcome to those of you who are new. We've got over 1,000 audios available for your listening pleasure, variety of topics. This is our Life Lessons Series 131. If life is trying to teach you things about relationships, about workplace dynamics, about yourself, about addictive behaviors, about how to change those addictive behaviors, or any other concept in general, would love to be of assistance to you in the remainder of 2021 and beyond. When we begin to understand that we are always in a place of expansion, it can be extremely valuable to making those connections for our own benefit. So, if you're looking to reach out in that way and have coaching through that process, would love to be of assistance to you in that way. A couple ways you can do that. You can reach out through Twitter at PO Perception. You can also reach out in the About Me section of this YouTube page and connect with us through that process. And so, again, this is 131. Understanding that pain can be turned to passion and pain can be turned to the fire to push you through difficult moments. A lot of times people want to avoid pain and suffering, but it's an inversion because at the end of the day, when we go through pain and we survive, when we go through pain and we learn and we grow and we get to a place of relief and we get to a place of kind of less rejection, we also then begin to understand at the end of the day that we have overcome and we see ourselves as stronger and more capable and more well rounded and more mutually beneficial and all of those things. The challenges that come with that can be numerous, but when we are willing to take that on, we then grow in a good way. Do not hate people, hate situations. And so, what that means is when we have to hate something, hate the thing that's blocking progress rather than the person that's representing the blockage. When we hate people, we put a lot of energy into something. When we hate a circumstance, we then focus on the need for the change within the circumstance. Obviously, keeping away from hate as often as possible is necessary, but as much as we can love, we can hate. That's one of the universal laws. So that as much as there is a positive emotion around something, there will be and can be a negative emotion around something. So using hate or negative emotion constructively is one of the most important things that we can do to create a quality of life that's better overall for us in the short, medium, and long term. The understanding gratitude. Be grateful for the things you have. Be grateful for the things that aren't going on in your life that cause consternation, difficulty, hardship, and also be grateful for the opportunity to learn and grow. I think a lot of times, whether it's our vision or our physical body, whether it's our ability to gain knowledge, whether it's not being in a war-torn country, whether it's surviving another day, there are literally millions of things to be grateful for in any given moment. And understanding that fearing not having what we want actually can be a negative consequence because it holds us back from being able to really get to a healthy, intelligent, smart place that we can continue to be in control of in some fashion, way, or another. The next thing there is to kind of look at things from a um, have a have a wider vision, a greater vision. So vision is all about what would our ideal world look like. And while we may never attain our ideal world, having the view of what it looks like personally, professionally, emotionally, spiritually, romantically, whatever have you, gives us something to shoot for. The more we have varied goals and goals that are of a wide variety, the easier it is to find things to focus on rather than being bored and wasting time. You know, we all have a limited amount of time on the planet. Some have more, some have less. We all don't know how much time we have exactly, but one of the things that a lot of older people over the years that I've worked with in various ways say is, I regret not using my time better. And so understanding how to use your time well is important. The next thing is learn. Be a student of life. Be a student of humanity. Be a student of how people relate with each other. Be a student of how to make positive changes happen. And then integrate as much as you learn with as many different things as you can. Try to find links rather than separation points. I think one of the biggest challenges in humanity in general is that we look more at differences than we do at similarities and sameness, and that in itself can cause depression, anxiety, frustration, lots of issues, because at the end of the day we all want to feel connected with each other. We all want to feel as though life matters in a way of personal connection. But when we're only looking at negativity, when we're only looking at separation point, it's harder and harder to do that. So hopefully this is helpful, and I encourage you to keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment. Till next time, everybody.